There we go, look. There's loads more kids here now, like I said earlier. We'll come back, it'll be a bit busier. I say all these kids, all having a fishing trip out. There's Dawn again. They're all keen. They're all getting their life jackets on. So all this stuff, that there's been risk assessments done, and these kids there got their life jackets on. Are you excited? Hey? See, look, they're all smiling, they've not even caught a fish yet. So they're all getting their life jackets on, some are on their phones, look, telling their mates what's going on. They're all just waiting, we're just waiting now for the boats to come round. And so once the boats come round, we'll start getting the kids on. And so we're aiming for a 10 o'clock start, get out there. Our river runners around here, look, he's just tying his RNLI flag on. Ian and Jason, we walk the kids down the stairs. Some are across the Esme Anderson, which is one of the lifeboats. There's a boat behind it. Let me see, what is that? Oh, that's Lady Anne, that's Jason's boat behind it. So they'll start getting the kids on. There's the man himself. Planning tactics, look. There's one of the young men of Ramsgate Fishing Charters. So river runners there. We've got a couple of boats over there. I can't quite see who it is. We're going to have a little nose. So all these kids, they've all got life jackets. All the risk assessments have been done. All the insurance have been put in place. And this has been months in the making. Someone's got their own fishing gear. They've all got their life jackets on. Here's my Tommy. We're going to find him a life jacket. Right, Tom, let's go find a life jacket. There you go, that young man in front of you. Is he giving out the life jackets? Where are you going to get a life jacket? Oh, here we go, Tom.
Off the boat.
Going to get some more. Too small, yeah, we're finding one. See, all these people are helping today. Like this man's having out the life jackets, and I say they've all taken a day off their day-to-day, every day-to-day life, all to come down here just to give a little bit back. Andy's all set up for the music later. And so Andy's the DJ, he's come along, he's brought all his own gear. He's quite a bit of music this afternoon for when the raffle's on, the prize giving's going on. And so Andy's actually on one of the boats. I think Andy's on Lady Anne, I think. Tombola for a raffle later when we all come back. Got the tombola. That'll all be ready for the raffle later. You better come back. 2 o'clock the boats will come back and we'll offload the kids. And so all this money will go towards such a good cause. And so we live in Thanet, Isle of Thanet. It's 3/4 of Isle of Thanet is surrounded by sea. So for all us lot who live by the sea, we work by the sea, you know, we enjoy the sea. This is a massive importance. So we go, few more people for a river runner. Like I say, they'll make their way down the stairs. There's lifeboat crew on hand. Everyone's helping the kids get on the boat. They'll get on the pontoon. Michael Ferrier there with his son on the way in. He's got his secret bait in his bucket. So Michael's a very experienced local fisherman. So I'm sure his son will have a few fish today. They make their way down the pontoon, over onto the boat. Let's go and have a little look.
You don't need to be stuck to each other, no.
And that's it, there you go. And they'll make their way across that boat onto River Runner, which is the furthest boat away. So Michael Ferrier's on. I know Michael's an experienced fisherman, he's got his son with him, so hopefully he'll have a few fish to show at the end of the day. And I'm sure, no doubt Michael, he'll help all the other kids on the boat with his experience, his knowledge of the sea and all that.
Gently down there. On your way out, hold on to the railings.
I'm going to wander down and do a bit of filming down there as well.
You're with River Runner.
River Runner, come with me, I'll show you the way to River Runner. Follow me, hold the railing. Keep it right, you're not going on the boat, no? No, okay, so we've got a young man here. Say bye to your mum. Say bye, mum. Right, we're going to help him down.
She's actually my nanny, not my...
Oh, it's your nan.
Yeah,
See, look.
I'm staying with her.
Are you staying with her for the holidays?
Yeah, I'm staying with her.
Very nice. And now you're having a day out. So here we go. Yeah, be careful here. We're just going to walk him out to River Runner. One of the last ones. Here we go. So, oh, River Runner's here. You on River Runner? Yeah, cool. There we go.
We thought Rebel Runner was over there.
No, this is River Runner. There we go. There we go. Step on board. There you go. You got another young man there, Skipper.
To climb over to my dad's boat.
Oh, sorry.
I need to go to 20.
All the bait, look, all different baits, different fish. But then, let's see what's out there. We get a load of mackerels, some sand eels in there, some blueies I can see. Frozen black lugworm there.
I was just sorting
What else we got? Loads of bags of feathers.
a bit so it is easy.
I say some fish like different things, some fish are not fussy, will take anything.
This has all been
It's just-
donated by Becky Lee.
She's donated all this bait, which all helps. Also you've got feathers as well, which is like, oh no, this is end tackle, so these are hooks and stuff. So basically that's what you'll have on the end of your rod. You put your bait on there and hopefully we'll see a few fish. So if you've got beads, different things for different fish. So some fish are attracted by beads, some aren't. Some are like a bit of sand eel. This is like, there's a sand eel, you put them on, they, you know, you just target anything really. Some blueies in here. Some nice little blueies, like that's a nice little bait. Smooth hounds, bass, all sorts of stuff like that. What else we got in here? Let's have a little look. Got some roll blacks, looks like a little, is that herring in there? Looks like a little herring in there, yeah. There's some more herrings, look. I say we've got roll blacks, these are actually worms. These come, a lot of these come from around Dungeness Way, places like that.
Grab a few of them.
Yeah, look, someone's going to grab some hooks, they all need them. Can't go fishing without any hooks. I say the worms are like, these black worms, they're actually pumped. You pump them out the sand when the tide's out. You get a bait pump, you pump them out. You can use them fresh. A lot of people actually freeze them down. They're really good frozen bait. There's some squid coming out in the Chinese boxes. Say squid's another good bait for that. There's some crab. You get peeler crab at a certain time of the year. I don't know whether anyone knows, but a lot of people you see on social media complain about the crab shells on the beach. But what a lot of people don't actually realise, that's actually a natural thing that's happening. The crabs, during the winter, they have a hard shell, and then when the spring comes and the water starts warming up, the crabs shed that shell, and then they become peeler crabs. So you get a peeler crab, or you'll get a crab that has already shed its shell, and that's a little softie. But a peeler crab is a really good bait. For things like smooth hounds, for bass. I say a lot of people go out, collect the peeler crabs, and that's them just as they've started to peel. They're in there. They've been frozen, you can use them fresh. As you say, you peel that last bit of hard shell off, and that's a really good bait to catch some fish. So let's pop them all back in there. So there, so they can see them. But all these sand eels, lovely. Bluey, again, blueies are lovely. Another lovely bait. You can little fillet of bluey, and that. If you like conger fishing, they do like a bit of bluey. Conger eel like a bit of mackerel. They do like a bit of fish bait. There you go. All the kids are slowly boarding on.
Does anyone need any water?
All this lot. Look, water coming on. It's all about the kids' welfare. There we go. They've all got their life jackets. They've all got plenty of refreshments on the way. It's only a 4-hour trip they're having, so it's not a massive trip. But you can get. I say, if you ever fancy a day trip, bit of fishing, come down, contact one of the local skippers. They've all got Facebook pages. You can find them all over the internet, and you can have a day out. Some of them offer afternoon trips, some offer evening trips. You can get 4-hour trips, 6-hour trips, 8-hour trips. There's one of the boats. See, they've got the kids on already, so he's going to move out of the way, and they're going to wait. Again, there's Mark and Christabel waiting to come over. He's waiting, he'll get called over in a minute. Fish Tickler 4, just there. Another boat taking part. So slowly, all these boats will come round. Get all these kids on board, and they will all set off together. All 16 boats. So you can imagine the organisation it's taking. All these kids are waiting. Look. Everyone's excited. Another young man coming down the stairs. This boat, you got to think about when lifeboats started. Like I say, Ramsgate Lifeboat Station, 1802 that started. I say the RNLI were first created, like I say, in that pub up in London in 1824. But you think back then, they didn't have boats like this. They didn't even have boats with engines. I mean, back then, when 200 years ago almost, when the RNLI started, these guys went out to sea and they were in rowing boats. They weren't in boats like we've got with engines, with, you know, buoyancy aids and all that stuff. They went out in wooden rowing boats with no cover, all open boats. And they didn't have the waterproofs like we've got nowadays. They would have had woolly jumpers. They would, you know, they would have been lucky if they had boots on. There we go, another guy with some water. So, you know, today the lifeboat's obviously changed so much over the years. But say back in the day when it started, these guys were going out in wooden rowing boats, 6 guys, 8 guys, 10 guys in a boat, in the middle of storms, just to save people's lives. That's where it all started. I say it's come on 200 years later. It's come on so far. When you see the size now of these boats and all the stuff they got on. Back in the day, say these wooden rowing boats, they didn't have any of this, you know, these radars or these satellite navigation, or didn't have any radios. They went out there, you know, it was just them and the elements, just them out in a wooden boat. That's how it was back then, 200 years ago. And now it's developed to this. There's Keith Day on this one. Keith Day's spent loads of years working down at Ramsgate Harbour. He's actually a coach driver now. But he spent many years at sea. Keith's obviously Keith's a very keen shore fisherman as well. He's fished for loads of different clubs. I used to fish with Keith at Margate Fishing Club a few years ago. But there you go, fish tickler 4. So he'll come round now. So he'll just bring it into the quayside here. He's being filmed, no pressure. Very experienced skippers doing all this today. Fish tickler 4 just coming into the quayside now. Here's young Keith. Take the rope, tie the boat up, get the kids on. I say Keith's a very experienced boatman, a very experienced fisherman. So all these kids are in safe hands with people with so much knowledge. Here they come, look. Open the door, get the kids on. There you go, there's 4, they're off. Let's shut the gate, make sure all the kids are safe. Bit of banter between old friends, look. There they go. Good luck, chaps. There you go, fish tickler's going to make his way out to the outer harbour now, and then all the boats will all go out together. So this is Lee Greenwood's boat. This is a new boat to the fleet. Lee's only had this boat a couple of months. So Lee's local mechanic. He's given his day up in the garage today to come out here, raise some money for this RNLI lifeboat station. Here comes Lee. So this is the boat we'll be on today, so you'll probably see more of this boat later on. There you go, Fladden Fishing, as I said earlier, been sponsored by Fladden Fishing. Here they come, there's Tommy, he's on that. My Tom, right, I'm going to get on this boat because otherwise they're going to go without me, so I won't be able to stand here.